Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Are we on day 20? I don't know. I don't know. I think we might be. And today I've got my glass mat out, which can only mean one thing. We're distressing. We're spraying, we're distressing. Yes. So I thought, excuse me, I thought I would do some stamped snippets. Now, these are the stamped curator snippets. We're not making these. So these are basically, I have got a video for these, but it was about a year ago. So I thought with all the new stamps and stuff that I've got, I thought I would make some updated ones. And this is just a real cool, chilled video, which is perfect. So you can use these for anything. So first off, this is just some of my double-sided matte photo paper, and I've just cut it in half. And now we're gonna spray. So first, I found my antique linen spray, which was handy because I was gonna buy another one. So first off, I am just gonna get my water sprayer and just spritz over, just so when you spray the ink, it's gonna not stay in one spot. Now this one is going to be quite light. I've got lost shadow as well, so I'm just going to spray some of that over it too. And now I want, where are you? Here it is. I think I'm going to dry it first, and then we'll spray a bit of speckled egg. Right, that's all dry, and now we're going to go in with our speckled egg and just give it some splats just like that. And then just, well, what you could do is you could get yourself another piece and then just lay it on top, smoosh it together, and then just pick up, there you go, and look at that. Oh, it's delicious. And now I'm just going to move that aside, and I'm going to pick up all the bits we've got around the mat, and then look at that. I mean, it's already starting. So now I'm going to get my vintage photo, and again I'm just going to spray the sheet. And then just move it around. And then I'm going to get another sheet, and I'm just going to smoosh it. And then we've got the start of another one. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit more speckled egg, and then get this one back, smoosh it, and then look at that. Oh, it's just delicious. So I'm just going to sit that one up there and sit this one up there, and then I'm gonna love it, absolutely love it. Right, now let's do a bit of weathered wood. Delicious. And some and then get that bit, smoosh it over the top. Look at that. So cool, so cool. dab, dab, dab. And then move that to the side. Get this one back and just... And the thing is with photo paper, if you don't want to use matte photo paper, so it kind of, you can't, it's not really workable. So as you can see from here, once it hits the photo paper, that's it, it's not moving. So if you don't want to use photo paper, then just use just normal standard paper. I don't know why I couldn't get my words out then. Right, we're going to go... No, I'm not going to use a bit of saltwater taffy. I'm going to use a little bit of old paper. And then let's do a bit on here too. Oh, love it. Love it. Right, I'm going to dry these off. And then I'll be back. Right, so I've done the... distress spray stains, but now I want to play with the oxides, and the oxides is where the magic is. So firstly, my gathered twigs has leaked everywhere, and I sit them like that, so I don't understand it. It's proper juicy. Right, so my favorite is frayed burlap, so we're just going to squish some down on the mat. And then a couple of things that I love about using matte photo paper, especially with oxides, is once it's dry, it's permanent. You can't do the splatter on it. It won't wipe off. It's not water reactive. It is amazing, especially if you want to stamp on top of it or, you know, use it for something else. It's not water reactive. So I'm just going to spray and then spray the page. And then I'm just, look at that. I'm just lifting it up. We've seen this done 1,000 times. But just wait until you see all the oxidization on it. It is delicious. All right, so let's just mop some of that up. And then I'm going to give that a little dry, do another one, and then look at that. How amazing. Look at all those different colours. Oh, it's just, I absolutely love it. And it almost, because it's photo paper, it almost goes like a negative. So that's frayed burlap. Then we have, this is speckled egg and antique linen. And look at the greys in the antique linen. Ah, I just love it. And the blues and the greens in the speckled egg. And then I did another one, and this is just the mop-up one. Wait until you see this. This is tea dye, just tea dye on its own. Look at the oranges and the golden colours and the peach colour. Oh my goodness. It's so good. And then we have weathered wood, and you can see the green tones and the grey. Oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Walnut stain. So this is walnut stain. Look at those colours in that. I do think that I put it under, there's some antique linen and pumice stone on this as well, because this was a mop-up sheet. And then look at this. Oh, it's just, this is another frayed burlap. It's just delicious. So we have our oxides, and look at the difference between the oxides and the sprays. They're just, but then we did spray directly onto them. So let's do a little experiment, because we sprayed straight onto the sheet, and we know that as soon as the ink hits the photo paper, it's permanent. So if we get, let's do a bit of Victorian velvet. If we spray it onto the mat, mix a bit of water, get another sheet of photo paper, spray it. This might work out a bit better. Yes, look at that. Right, so we now know that when we're using matte photo paper to do backgrounds, definitely do the dab and not the spray, because I don't mind the sprays like that doesn't bother me at all, because we're going to cut out small sections of it, so it's not going to be so in your face, but that doesn't bother me. But this effect, I do love. I really do love this effect. And this is just, I love Victorian velvet. I really do. Now, let's have another play because I do love... I do love vintage photo, but the distress spray is so... Oh, look at it, it's so dark when you just spray it straight on. So let's see if we can get some really cool negative, like, you know, when I used to do photography at college, oh, that's so delicious. And you used to go into the wet room, into the red room, dark room. Well, I'll get the red room. Okay, Tone. Into the dark room. If you went, if it went a bit wrong, you used to get like this funny effect. And that is what I love about using the inks on the photo paper. Let's just mop all that up. And I love my vintage photo, but I need one of those splatter boxes because the sprays, they just go everywhere. And then look at that. Oh, it's delicious. I'm going to give it a dry and then I'll be back. Right, so look at these. This is Victorian velvet and antique linen. So I had another play. And what I think I'm going to do is, as much as I love the sprays, I'm just going to... So I think this one could do with, let's see, a bit of weathered wood maybe. So I'm just going to squish some weathered wood down. I'm not going to wet it, and I'm going to get my brayer, and I'm just going to lift up some ink, just tap, and then move it. So you lift up the ink, and then just roll like that. And you get some really cool effects. Now, you can put a little smudge of water in and just dilute it, and then pick some up again, and then just like this, and then move it around. And like I said, just tap. And then you get something like that, which I think is so cool. And then this one needs fixing because like I said, the vintage photo is so pigmented and so strong. This definitely needs something. I don't know what it needs. What colour do you think it needs? Maybe some antique linen. So let's smoosh the antique linen down, and then I'm just gonna tap it round like that, and then I'm just gonna do some marks like that, and then I'm gonna squish some more down, wet it, dab, pick some up on your brayer, and then just move it around like that. And then that kind of transforms it, don't you think? I do think it might need a little bit of vintage photo on it as well, just to soften these blobs. So let me find, there it is, my vintage photo, and we're just gonna smoosh it down. And I don't want to make any marks, so I am going to wet it, and then again I'm just gonna tap it through it, and then, I mean, look, automatically, and then turn the paper round. Look at that. Bring some up there, down the bottom there. And then look at that. oh, it just, I mean, it's still quite dark, but it just kind of softens it, don't you think? I love it. I absolutely love it. So there's so much fun that you can have playing with your inks and making your own backgrounds and stuff. Let me just clean my brayer. So let's do one more. This one. This one is really, really harsh. I mean, I love it. It's funky. But it does, again, it needs softening. So let's take our chipped sapphire. Smoosh it down. Pick some of the ink up. And then just drag it. Oh, look at that. Just drag it through. The last bit up and just do that bit like that, and oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. And now I think I'm going to use, let's see what it does when you use the spray. Pick some up and then pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. Definitely. Right, so now I'm going to go and dry these and then we're going to move on to the next step. Right, so we've got all our backgrounds and now what we're going to do, I'm sorry, but first off, I'm just going to pick a few papers and I'm definitely doing the tea dyed. I'm definitely doing the grunge, definitely doing that one. Oh, I do like that one as well. This is where it's like, I'm definitely doing that. I'm definitely doing that. I do like that one. And I do like that one. Oh no. Well, let's stop picking, Tone. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get my trimmer, and because we're making snippets is just teeny weeny sections. So we are going to cut some 1-inch strips and just cut them any size you want, and then we're also going to cut some 2-inch strips. There's Tinkerbell. And again we'll do another 2-inch strip, and then this should measure, this is about 2.5, so let's do 1.5, and then we've got a little one here as well, so we'll do that at 2, another one at 2, so then we have those. And I'm going to get myself a little tub to put them in. And because it's nearly Easter, we've got my little bunny tub. It's so cute. So put that there, and we're just going to chuck them in. And then we're just going to cut away. Now, there is no rhyme or reason to this. Just cut them however, whatever size you want. It really doesn't matter. So there's those ones. Now let's do some of this one. And then I'll do the rest off camera. So we're going to have some little 1-inch squares. And you can use your punches as well if you want. Excuse me. And then let's have some 2-inch as well. And then you can also, you can get your punch and you can make, should we do that size? Let's do the smaller size. So you can make, turn some of them into little labels if you want to. I'm going to do some 1.5 squares as well. And what I love about this is there is absolutely no waste. No waste at all. Let's do some long ones. So I think I'm going to do some, let's do some at 3 inches. So I'm going to do 3 inches by 1 inch. And again, you don't have to use the matte photo paper either. Excuse me. You can use scraps if you want to. I mean, look at that. How gorgeous is that? And then if you get your punch, look at that. I mean, this is why when I look at it as a whole and I'm like, that looks messy. But then when you cut it up, the grunge, oh, just love it. Right, I think we'll get another one out of here. I mean, look at that. How gorgeous is that? So cool. And then let's just do this one as well. So I liked the 3 by 1 inch. So I'm going to cut some more of those. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's just perfect. And again, you know me, if you've been here for a while, I know I say it. This is just, but I do love projects that you can put on a podcast, sit and watch a movie or a TV show, bit of Netflix. Oh, I love it. And that's what this is. It is one of those perfect crafts. Right, so now I'm going to do some 1.5 by 1 as well. And let's do some squares, so 1.5 by 1.5. And then, don't worry about what size that is, just chuck it in the bowl. Right, so now we've got some really cool little pieces of ephemera, excuse me, that are now ready for the next stage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the rest and then I'll be back. I filled it. Look at all these. Look at all these. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know this is Mass Make March, but oh, right, now the exciting bit. We're going to stamp on them. So the good thing about these is when you come to use them, they will sand perfectly. Right, so let me just get rid of, I think I'm going to use some washi tape as well. and we're just gonna decorate them. Give that a bit of a sand. And then let me get my acrylic block and some stamps. I do want a big label on this. I'm going to get my, and I'm just going to put a label off the side. I mean, already, look how cool that looks. So cool. But I'm going to need a piece of paper. Right, so I have these stamps and I haven't used them for ages and I love them. So they're basically, they clip into each other like that. I got them off Amazon. They are in my Amazon store. I've got them in all different sizes, but for things like this, I love to use the numbers. So we're going to get out the numbers. And like I said, you can make any form of numbers that you want. I also have these little ones as well, which are really cool. But I don't think I'm going to use the words today. I am just going to use the numbers. I have them in different sizes. I have some little itty bitty ones too, which are just so cute. So I'm going to pull out all the numbers and then, right, so I've pulled out the numbers that I've got. And we're just going to stamp. So I think we're going to put a 3. These stamps are absolutely perfect for this kind of crafting. Oh, look at that. I didn't push it down very well, but I don't mind. And then we're going to get, let's get our texture stamp out. And my ID card stamp set, because I want to use this round one. And then I'm going to get a piece of paper. I think, actually, I'll use some printer paper. Put that under there like that. And then just gonna stamp on the side like that, and then look at that cool piece of ephemera. And if you want to, you can 100% just collage stamp the whole sheet and do like a stamped masterboard and then cut the pieces out like that. Definitely you can. That is also good, but I do like to be just a little bit more precise. I want to make these with sort of like, so I can see what's on them, if that makes sense. But you don't have to do it that way. If you want to do it and be surprised by what you're getting, 100% do that. So first I'm just going to take my sand dune and I'm just gonna, and then look at that. How stunning is that? Oh, just, I love it. And this is what we're going to do. I mean, just that alone. What a cool piece of ephemera. And then let's get our texture stamps out. And have a little play. Oh, look at that. I love it. Let's go all the way around the edge. Look at that. I mean, that alone. And then when you ink it with Vintage Photo and then distress it, they look so cool. They look amazing. So let's see. I wonder if this will, or whether it's too dark. It will show up on this bit. Oh, look at that. I mean, it does show up, look. But look how cool that looks. So you could do like a conveyor belt and you could do all the distressing and then do all the like texture stamping and then all the ones with numbers on. So let's make sure this is the right way up. So I'm just going to put a... And then we're going to use these exactly the same way as we use our curator snippets that we stamped. And then just put that at the top. So we're basically just making our own little pieces of ephemera. But we're having fun while we do it. And then let's get this little date stamp. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? This is so much fun. I love doing this kind of crafting. Right, so let's do this one. I'm going to do another bit of texture. Ah, I've done it in black. That's fine. I like that. Look at that. Oh, I've never thought about using black, but look at that. That was a happy accident. That was a happy accident. And now we're going to get out our addresses and signatures stamp set. And there's one on here that I just absolutely love the font on. And then we're just going to stamp it all. Leave room at the top because I want to put another stamp up there. Look at that. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. And then I think that one might be too long, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to put this one just going across the top there. And then I'm going to get out my postcard stamp set because we have some little ones in here. And then just put this at the top there. Look at that. How cool is that? Let's do one of these. I think I'm just going to do 2 numbers. Why does that 8 look like it's upside down? Because it is. There we go. I knew I'd get there in the end. And then I'm just gonna and there's just a cool piece of ephemera, just that on its own. And you can do a couple of those. I don't even care that it's not stamped properly. Put that on there. And then let's do that one there. And then we've got some of these here as well. So I think we'll use this little one. And we'll just put that there like that. It looks so cool. I'm going to end up getting out all my stamps and not realising and not knowing where I'm going to put them all. And then let's use classification. Just put that there. Oh, look at that. It's so cool. And then I've got a little NO on this ID card stamp set. So I'm going to stamp that and I'm just going to put that above. Look at that. And you can also do the same on these as well. Just put in the top corner like that. Oh, just so cool. And then above that one as well. I mean, look at those. How cool are they? And we're not going to do a project with these today. But they will be, I'm going to keep that little one out because I know I'm going to use that one a lot. They will be being used. I will distress them. I'm going to show you what they look like when they're distressed and ready to go. Right, let's do another colour. Let's do this one. And I think we're going to have, let's have a 380. And we'll put our little NO in the top corner. Ink those up and then, oh, look at that. I love it when crafts make me sing. It's just so cool. Right, what else do we want? Let's get a long one. And then, because we could use from our postcard stamp set. Stamp that. Look at that. Come on. Right, let me take the backing off the stamps. And then in this postcard stamp set, I've also got some lines here so that you can do your own. Let's just get it on the block. And then make sure it's straight. We can just put a line going down there like that, so it looks like it's cut off of a bit of a postcard. And then we'll get our little just put that up there like that. It's so cool. And then we've got some addresses here, so we could just do the top line of an address. Just look at that. Look at that. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. But I'm not going to waste this because I've still got ink on it, so I'm going to put it on there. Oh, does that need something else? Maybe. This up in the top corner. Yes, look at that. How cool is that? And they're such cool little pieces of ephemera. So let's do a couple more and then I'll show you how I distress them. I mean, just that on its own, just so cool. And then let's get this. Look at that. It's almost the same as, you know, when I did the sticker labels. It's very similar to that. It's just so awesome. And you can just sit and stamp. And then we've got this one. I love this long one. This one, does it fit on here? I believe it does. And I did cut some long ones. Just leave that like that. And then we've got this one here as well. I mean, how cool would that be? Perfect. Right, let's do some more. Because let's face it, we've got a ton. We've got lots and lots and lots. We could just do simple ones. How many is that one? We could just take one stamp and just like that. That's perfect to me. And then let's get just as an element in the background. And then we could get this and just perfect. In fact, I do want just another one. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to do that on this one as well. I love it. I love it. And we have Arden Creative as well. And this one, let's get... You don't have to use the whole of the stamp. You could just... Ta-da! Perfect. Let me just take off those ones. Look at that. How cool is that? It's so cool. And then there is also this writing one as well. And you could just ink it up and then Because don't forget, they're going to be just elements in the background. This kind of thing is perfect for clusters. Absolutely perfect for cluster making. Right, let's get some of Tim Holtz's stamps. Right, so I've pulled out Curator because you could... We've made some big enough to stamp on, and you might even get 2 of them on, and you could cut them out. Even though I know, I said we're not using Curator. I know I did, but I just wanted to show you that because we have plenty of Curator snippets. So let me get, what have we got here? Right, so we've got Eccentric. Let's get a long one. Oh, there's 2 there. Stamp that down. Oh, that just looks so cool. And then I have some of the cheap butterfly stamps. So you could... Oh my goodness! And then, oh my goodness, look at that. I'm done. I'm done. Look at the state of my hands. That's why my nails are always dirty. I've always got ink underneath them. Right, let's do another one. Where's that stamp gone? There it is. I'll put that there. And then let's get another butterfly. Oh, look at that. And then we want something down the side there. What shall we have down the side? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Let's have that bit. So we're just going to have the number bit. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? So much fun. I'm gonna just take off perfect. And then let's use, how cool is that? And you could just sit here for ages doing this. Perfect weekend project, I think. And let's do, I kind of liked him. Oh, hold on. Let's put you on again, because I do like you. And then let's use just so cool. Let's use actually on one of these. I do like having it half on, half off. What else can we use? Bum, 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 bum. Let's use this. Oh, I'm only going to use that end of it. And just, oh, let's get a little bit more. Put that. Look at that. And that needs oh, it's so cool. Right, let's get I'll put a 3 on. How cool is that? And you could just do loads of those. And then let's do 4. Let's do 2, 4, 7. Or 2, 4L. But that's fine because never fear. The scissors are here. Right, let's do that one again. And I think that's, yeah, it is. Right, so that's an easy fix. Because that was the wrong way round. There we go. Right, let's do that again. Perfect. And then let's do our little number. And you wait till these are distressed. I mean, they look so cool now, but when they're distressed, oh, they look awesome. All right, so let's just stamp up that one and then look, just that. Just take parts of the stamp. Like just that. So cool. So cool. So many possibilities. Just get your stamps out. And then, well, you fell out, so let's use you. Mix and match them. I always thought that that word should, like, goes better with grunge. Here we go. Come on, look at that. So cool. It's so cool. And then I kind of want something along the top. What do I want along the top? What have we got? Workroom 22, 220, maybe. Yes, look at that. I mean, I would use that if that came in a pack of ephemera. I would definitely use that if that came in a pack of ephemera. I'm going to use this again because I do like this one. And I'm hoping it fits here. It does. Put that down there. I mean, I would just use that. Let's do a few while we're here. So much fun. It's so much fun. I mean, look at that. Right, now let's find something to go above here. What have we got? I know I'm going to use that on some of them because I love that stamp. Let's do this one. I wonder actually, would that, no, it's a bit big. Put this one at the top. What else? We need something like maybe I do like this one. Let's put this one on it. Yes, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Right, so I'm going to stamp a few more and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I'm going to distress it. Right, so I just quickly wanted to come back on because my label stamp set, you know, we used these two on our sticker labels. Well, I forgot about them and they literally, they just finish off a piece. Look at that. Ah, oh, so cool. So cool. Just a little bit on the edge, just like that. And you can use this one, or you can use the long one. You can also use, there's two grid stamps on here. Let's just take it out. There's two grid stamps on here as well that fit in the labels. Now, I've got a funny feeling these are going to look awesome on these. So let's put a little grid on there, like just and then just on the edge like that. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I'm having so much fun. And also, we can also do the figure stamps. So, figure one. And then let's get the little bee back. It's so cool. And again, do you know what is also is awesome about this project? Is you can do it to match whatever project you're doing. Let's put that on there. just stamp off the corner there. Oh. And then, do we have, yes we do, things that will fit in the grids. Oh, that's wonky. Whew. I mean, come on. Look at that. So much fun. And then we could, that's a number. Do we want that somewhere? Put that in the top corner. So yeah, it's very, very similar to what we was doing. Oh, that stuck to my finger. And then let's get our airmail stamp, because that will fit. Oh, come on. That wasn't me stamping that. This stamp's like that. How amazing is that? Just so cool. And then we've got this little one as well. And I've cut ones where you can just do like that. Could just be just a little journaling spot. Let's put that there. And then we could do a double. A double one. And then let's do our... Oh, did you hear that? That was my stomach. And then let's get some... Oh, is that upside down? Put that there. Get another date. Like that. And then where did I do with that little number stamp? Oh, I put it back. Put that there. And you don't have to fill in all the lines. Let's get our... Look at that. So cool. So cool. Right, so I'm going to go and finish off and then I'll be back to distress. Right, so I've stamped a few. I've stamped a few and now we're going to distress. So I'm going to start off like I did before. I've got Heidi Swap's hybrid ink aged paper. And I'm just going to randomly, and it's so light, but look at that. It's so cool. Look at that. Awesome. Can you just see it around there? So lovely. And I don't know if it will show up on this because it's quite dark. No, well, it does. It kind of does. But we're also going to get out our sand dune as well. And then I'm just going to... It's so cool. So I'm not going to get these confused. Lovely. So I'm not going to do a lot of distressing. That one's got enough on it. Oh, look at that. Because obviously we've got the busy background. Love it. All right, so that one you won't really see it on. This one you will. So let's get another one. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Look at that. It's so cool. Love it. This is just, I think, one of my favourite things to do. Look at that. Oh, it's just awesome. It's so cool. And it just adds that, just that last little thing to your work. I mean, look. It's so cool. Lovely. And then let's get this one. Oh. Bit of grunge in the background. I think this one also needs some grunge. This has given me a new idea for these curator snippets. Look at that with some grunge on it. Well, I'm going to need to be making some more of those. Got my stamp on straight. Perfect. Lovely. Yes. Bit of grunge. Right. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. And then let's just... Perfect. Lovely. Oh, look at that. I need to put this on this stamp straight. Look at that. Mm. It's perfect. A bit on there. What else have we got? And I think this will be the last one. Oh, look at that. And then let's do one at the top too. Perfect. Let's just do some on there. Yep. Right. So that's all the texture. Let's just put these back and put this up out of the way, because we're now done stamping. So now we're going to get our vintage photo and our dobber and sander. Right, so I've got my, because some of them are quite dark, I've got ground espresso and vintage photo, but I've also got my washi tapes as well, just to give them a little bit of more of a va-va-voom. Right, so let's get, I don't know if this one, if it will show that much. Oh, it does show. And then we're just gonna ink all round them, just so that they're ready to go, basically. I mean, look at that. Just brings in all the colours. You know, like I keep saying, I need to do this with the stamped curator snippets. Just distress them all so I can just pick them out and they're all ready to go. I mean, there's a little bit too many to do that on, but with these, it's perfect. And then we get our sander. And we just distress. And then you can get your scissors. And these ones won't work because they're too small. So let me get my little ones and just look at that. That is such a cool little piece of ephemera. So let's put that down there. And then let's get this one. And I think I'm going to put some washi tape on this one. And I am going to go over some of the stamped image, but I'm not bothered. And then sand it, and then let's give it an ink, and then distress the edges. And look at that. What a cool little piece of ephemera. It's just, they're just so cool. So I'm going to carry on and do a few more. These two I'm just going to cut out and put in my curator tub. But I must admit, I love how these look. So this weekend, guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be making some more curator snippets with inked backgrounds, because look at those. How cool are they? So I'm going to chuck those in that tub. And then let's give this a little distress. More ink, and then there's a really cool piece of ephemera there. And then you could also just screw it up a bit as well, break down the fibres of the paper, and then just run the sanding disc over it. And then look at that. How cool is that? Go over the edges again, just a little bit, and you don't even have to do anything else to it. I'd literally just leave that like that. There's another cool piece of ephemera. And then fold over the corners like that. I mean, look at that. Tell me that's not going to look cool on a project. Just sand around the edge of this one, because then it kind of makes it, look at that. I mean, it's just so cool. So cool. Right, so this corner, because there's nothing in it, I'm gonna look at that. How cool is that? And so far we've just distressed this one. I do wanna just distress a little bit. Look at that. And because they're grungy anyway, they're just so cool. They're just so cool. Let's just... I mean, look at that. Such a cool little piece of ephemera. Right, so I'm going to go and do the rest of them, and then I will be back and show you what I've done. So just quickly, while I'm distressing, I just want to show you what I'm doing. So can you see? Look at that round there. How cool is that? It looks like it's just so if I just get my mini dobber and I'm just going over and over and I'm pushing gradually in, and it just makes it look like it's a sign that's just rusted away. It just looks so cool. And then I did the same on this one at the top and on the sides. And I just used ground espresso. So let me show you. So we've got one here. So I've just got ground espresso and my mini dobber, and I'm just dabbing, or dabbing even. And I'm just going deeper and deeper in. And then bringing it all the way down as well. And then look at that. How cool is that? And then you just go round the corners. Bring it in. And then bring it down. And look at that. And we haven't even sanded or anything on it yet. It just looks so cool. Absolutely so cool. I absolutely love using this. The effects that you get with inks on this photo paper Oh, it's just, I mean, look at that. Look at that down there. Oh, it's just, I mean, look, it's just, I'm having so much fun, but I'm going to carry on and I'll be back. I'm back. I just get so excited. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like an old page or an old document out of like something to do with like a pirate treasure. Do you know what I mean? It's just, look at it. It's so cool. It's just so cool. I love it. Oh, I love it. Are you ready for this? Oh my God. They turned out so cool. They've even got their own little tub. Now, look at these. I mean, look at that. Just how absurd. When you think that they've just started from some sheets of cardstock. And now look at them. They are, oh, I mean, just look. How absolutely stunning are they? Look at that one. And even the Victorian velvet. Look at that. How cool are they? I am going to show you one by one. Look at those. Because they are just so awesome. Look at this one. Oh, they're just... And this one. Look at them. How amazing are they? And then we get to these ones. These ones are just absolutely delicious. Oh, they're just so cool, look. So grungy. And I love the effect of the ground espresso. Look at that. Look. Oh, they're just so good. And this one. Look at that. I cannot wait to use these. Look. Every time I pick one up, I'm just like, I get more and more excited. Look at these. Oh, wrong way up. Look at them. I mean... Look at that. Oh, dropped it. Look. How absolutely... I mean, just look at this. Look at that one. Tell me that doesn't look like something out of, like, a pirate movie. It's just so cool. And each one just turned out amazing. Absolutely amazing. I could just sit here and do this all day long. Literally all day long. I mean, look at that. The ground espresso... Oh. The ground espresso on the photo paper almost makes it look like it's been burnt. That is definitely, even that one that I thought, not too sure about that. But it turned out, I mean, look at that one. How gorgeous, just such a cute, look at that. Stunning little piece of ephemera. I mean, look at that little note card one that we did. And then that one. Look. I know I keep saying look, but I am just, I mean, come on. Every single one just amazes me. Absolutely amazes me. How how cute. Look at that. And the last two, I mean, look. And then we have that. And here we go. I mean, I just look at that and I'm just like the little bits of pink and speckled egg and oh they're just so delicious. So I hope you give this a go. If you do, don't forget to tag me in my socials. They're in the description box or they're at the end of the video. Just stick on a movie and have fun, because this was so much fun. And when, like I said, when you think that it started off with some sheets of just plain cardstock, and you don't have to use photo paper, you don't have to stamp them separately, you do this exactly how you want to do it. It is just such a cool project. We've got 2 left in the tub. What's going on? Look at them. Oh, I love them. I absolutely love every single one. I cannot wait to use these in my crafts. It's going to be so much fun. So tomorrow is it the 21st? It's the 21st tomorrow. 21st day. Oh, I still don't know what we're doing, but then I think you should be used to that by now. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And happy crafting. Take care. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.